Hey guys, what's up? So we continue our How to Read Maps Effectively series. This is the part 1.3 in that series and it will be dealing with straits. Okay, it is not STRAGIT. It's not that straight, it's STRAIT. Okay. In this we will be talking about straits related to Japan and Oceania region, and then we will follow with Europe, Africa, North America. Obviously there are literally almost infinite straits, not literally infinite, but there are hundreds and thousands of straits, so obviously you are not supposed to, and it is impossible to remember the name of all of them. There are certain important straits which are frequently in news, and if quoted at the right place can add a lot of value. This is presented by me, Roman Saini. Do follow me on Unacademy. This is my user profile, unacademy.in/user/Roman Saini. Now, straight is, what do you mean by straight? First of all, let me clarify one thing. Few people, especially those who are not well versed with geography, use straight, channel, passage, sound, and firth as synonyms or as mutually exchangeable. But technically, there is difference between all of these terms. I'll not go into detail right now. I'll teach you when I'm teaching about geography. Right now we're dealing with world map series hardcore. Okay, so just remember, some people might use them synonymously, but actually they are different. First of all, straight has to be naturally occurring. Okay, it needs to be present there. For example, like Suez Canal was constructed artificially, and it connects what, red to Mediterranean Sea, and it is in Egypt. So that is not a strait technically, because it is not naturally occurring, right? So just remember, it has to be naturally occurring. Then, like, it can be called a strait, but a strict definition, it has to be naturally occurring. Then it needs to be narrow. It cannot be a broad object. Okay. Now again, it's a relative. Narrow here does not mean 5 centimeter narrow. It can be few hundreds of kilometers also. Still, it is narrow. Okay. So narrow is relative because oceans are like thousands of kilometers. So narrow here means like 80 kilometer, 100 kilometer, 10 kilometer type of a thing. Then it should be navigable. The water should not be very very shallow. It should not have unnavigable obstacles. Okay, so it should be navigable. It means that a ship can go through it, like that's what means by navigable, not that you can swim through it. Then it is a waterway. Okay, strait is not landmass. If it is landmass, it's called as isthmus. Okay, we will talk about it later. And strait is basically connecting two larger water bodies. For example, Pacific Ocean or Indian Ocean, these kind of bodies are connected, or for example, two seas are connected, and something like that. So I'll tell you a lot of such examples. And it is usually between two land masses, so it separates two land masses. Okay, so it's not necessarily it should separate two land masses, because there are certain exceptions where it can separate two unnavigable water bodies also. Let's not go there right now, but just remember, it has to connect two larger water bodies. That is the definition of strait. Now, isthmus, on the other hand, is exact opposite of strait. In that sense, strait is a narrow water body connecting two larger water bodies, while isthmus is a narrow landmass connecting two big land bodies. For example, entire isthmus of Panama, that is the Central American region connecting the your Colombia to the North America. Okay, is that understood? So Panama is an isthmus. So now let's move forward. Oceania region. In the last lecture, I told you everything about what is an Oceania region. So I hope you have gone through that. So first of all, in Oceania region, the three main strait which you need to remember are Cook Strait, Torres Strait, and Bass Strait. Okay, Bass Strait is within the Australia, but it is separating the mainland Australia from Tasmania. Torres Strait separates Australia and the northern region from the New Guinea, which is an island, and the country's name is Papua New Guinea. Now, Cook Strait separates the south and the north island of New Zealand. New Zealand is a small country in the Oceania region, but it is largely divided into two islands, North Island and the South Island. Okay. Similarly, Australia has two main land masses. One is the big Australia, and other is slightly on the southern side, Tasmania. So I'll show you in the map now. What I mean by it is this. So this is entire mainland Australia. I'll talk about where is, here is somewhere is Perth, and all these countries. Okay, all these cities are there: Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide. Okay, so we will talk about what is Western Australia and all that. But when we will talk about Australia, here you can see this is Tasmania. Okay, understood. So I was talking about here. So Tasmania and Australia are separated by Bass Strait. So this here is Bass Strait. Then here it is separated on New Guinea. Okay, and here is the North Island. As you can see, it is the north, and here it is in the south. So as I have already spoken, North and the South Island are separated by Cook Strait because of the Captain Cook. Okay, you might go into the history. It's not important, but Australia and New Guinea are separated by Torres Strait. Most of them are because of the navigators who came here first. Now here you can see Torres Strait again. This is New Guinea here. Okay, this is New Guinea, this is Australia, and this is the Torres Strait. Here you can see this is the Bass Strait, and here you can see this is the Cook Strait. Now moving forward with the Japanese straits, they are not very important, but I have made this slide to let you know that there are four main islands in Japan. Although there are hundreds of islands in Japan, but there are four big large. They are Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku. Obviously, pardon my Japanese pronunciation if anyone is hearing from there, because I don't know how to pronounce them, but it's Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku. So Honshu and Hokkaido are separated by Sugaru. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's how I'll pronounce it. So here you can see this is the Hokkaido. Okay, and this island is Honshu from here till here, and as you can see it is separated by Sugaru Strait. Now Bungo Channel or Bungo Channel separates Kyushu and Shikoku. These four islands are important, you should remember their name. Kyushu and Shikoku, as you can see, this island is Shikoku, this is Kyushu. So here somewhere here will be Bongo. The name is not mentioned here, but just remember this is Bungo. Sorry, it's Bungo. Now Honshu and Kyushu are separated by Kanmon Strait. I know it's very difficult to remember the terms, but if you can remember, it's awesome. So here you can see Kanmon Strait separating this entire Honshu from Kyushu. And finally, you have this Korea, the entire Korean peninsula separated from Japan using the Korea Strait, very easy to remember. This is called as the Sea of Japan. Obviously, you have the entire Russia over here. Then you have North Korea, South Korea. This is the mainland China over here. So this was all about straits in the Japanese and the Oceania region. So obviously we will be dealing with other straits and other regions. You need to understand through map. It's very important that you know the exact pinpoint precise location of these straits in the countries, in the nations, with respect to each other's boundary also. Boundary is very important. In next slides we will talking about Europe and all the awesome straits there in South America, Asia, etc. So this is Roman Saini signing off for now. Thank you for watching the lesson. Have an awesome day.